I wanted to just take a few minutes here to chat with you about why the heck do we just jam on over to the refrigerator. Like, a lot of times you're standing there and you're like, why am I even here? How did I get here? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Erin Moore. I'm the founder of Success with More Nutrition. I've lost the weight, guys. I've maintained the weight, and then I've gone on to coach hundreds of people to lose the weight. Actually, I need to check that, but I think it's actually thousands of people to lose the weight. And it's just awesome because I'm here really sharing some tips and tricks with you that I learned along the way and along the way with coaching others as well, to really help you guys be powerful in losing the weight. So this actually came to me the other day because we have crazy potholes all over our streets. I mean, even some of the best streets around here are just like, you can't drive down them. But there is this one particular road by our house that's in between basically me and anywhere I go in the next city over. It's how we get to my son's school. So the potholes have gotten so bad. And if you understand what I mean about the potholes, like, give me some hearts, some love, yep, you know what I'm talking about, right? But so this one road is so bad that I'm driving down the road. I know to be careful. I know they're just littered with this road. Every time I'm on it, I'm like, why do I keep going down this road? And then the other day, I'm like, boom, it had just rained, so it covered up the potholes. So I knew they were there, and I was going slow, and I was being cautious, but you couldn't actually see them. And it was one of those boom, okay, I know I just busted the tire or blew up something on the back of the car. I don't know, right? But it got me thinking, because then from that point on, the rest of the week, I set alarms on my phone for around the time when we leave to go pick up my son, alarms on my phone. So if you don't do alarms for healthy eating, reminding you to drink water, reminding you to stop and actually have something because you need to eat every few hours, have your snacks, that's a great tip. So side note to this analogy, right? But so I'm taking that on to be okay, I am setting these alarms to remind myself not to go down this road. I mean, it's ridiculous. They should shut this road down kind of thing, right? And so I get the alarms, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, right. And I'll go out my neighborhood a different way. And then all of a sudden, I'm on the road. I'm on that road I was trying to avoid. And I'm like, oh, I set the alarm. I made the conscious decision to go the other way, but yet I'm still on this road. And so it relates to us and our food. Why the heck do I keep ending up on that road? Why the heck, when you're trying to go to a new store, do you end up at your old store, or you end up at your sister-in-law's, or you're finding your way en route to your mom's or whatever, right? Is because your brain's on autopilot. You might be listening to your music, or you might be, chatting with the kids, or whatever it is, but you're distracted and you're not keeping it top of mind that I don't want to go down that road, or I'm going to this new place, or whatever, right? So I keep setting these alarms. I keep going out the neighborhood one way, but I still turn, I go this way to go out the neighborhood and turn left, but I still turn right and still find my way back on this road countless times this week. And I'm like, Erin, why can't you get it together? Don't go down this road. So it relates to us because it's not just because, I did a lesson on a lot of times we crave things at the end of the night because we actually didn't have enough good stuff during the day. So that still plays a factor here. But the reality is sometimes we are bored and mindlessly just going to the refrigerator, finding ourselves there, and we don't even really remember going there. And why am I standing here? Why am I standing in front of the cupboard, right? Because you're on autopilot. So when you're thinking about, okay, I've got my meals planned out. This is when I'm going to eat. This is what I'm going to do. Oh, my water's right here. And I like visually put different things in place. So like there's a snack that I can keep out on the counter, like visually putting it out there, visually putting the water out, because it's really easy when we get caught up in all the things that we do in our day and all the places that our mind can wander, that just like me and the avoidance of this road that I just cannot seem to do, right? We also slip into old habits with our food. So in the evening, sometimes we're just used to having those nighttime snacks. So your brain's on autopilot and it takes time. Nothing's wrong with you. Like, why can't I stay out of these cupboards, right? And again, if we need to tweak your meal plan a little bit, like, let's chat. But if it's an autopilot thing too. Or, you know, they bring bagels to your work every Wednesday and you go and you get a bagel and you're sitting down and you're like 3 bites in and you're like, oh my goodness, what am I doing eating this bagel? Like, I didn't want to grab the bagel, right? And it's just autopilot, because every Wednesday when it's bagel day at work, unless you're consciously thinking, okay, I've got my stuff. You know what? I'm going to bring in a different snack to that meeting, or a different snack, so that when everybody has the bagels, I'm going to have my other snack. So the more that you can put your goals top of mind, the easier and easier it will become to not go on autopilot. But the reality is, when we get distracted, until new memories, right, a new routine start to take its place, that's your go-to. And then heaven forbid, like, you have a bad day or a stressed day, like, that goal tends to not be top of mind, and we just revert back to what we know because it's comforting. It doesn't take any thought. This is what I'm doing, and the heck with everything else, right? And I hope you got a little bit of a kick out of my potholes and the analogy there, but it's so true. So guys, if you're not on my email list, I'm sending out recipes, I'm sending out tips and tricks and inspiration. Feel free to share this video with anybody. Feel free to share any of my content on my page onto your own page, or with others through their messenger that you think might enjoy the content that I'm sharing. I'm here to really empower you guys to keep healthy simple. We tend to really make a mountain out of a molehill because there's just so much stuff inundating everything out there. So my very first email gives you my 10 lifelines that I personally followed that really helped me just shut out the noise and focus on the basics and really have some awesome success with going from the tight size 17 down to a 2. If you guys ever have any questions too, shoot them in the comments or just send me a message. So have an absolutely beautiful day and keep healthy simple. Bye-bye.